Laptop's booting up. Mic's set. Chairs in place. Perfect. We're ready.
Ooh. Hello and welcome to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Of course, I am Auntie and you are tuning in. Tonight it is Tuesday night, 9 p.m. and we are so excited for the show. Thank y'all, like I said, for tuning in tonight and each and every Tuesday night that y'all come out and spend it with Make It Make Sense with Auntie. If you have any questions or would like to be a part of the Ask Auntie, you can write in and submit your questions to lemonsmakeitmakesense@gmail.com, and I promise you, you will hear your question because I am reading them all and we are responding to them all. So if, like I told y'all, if you want to reach out, if you want to be a part of the show, reach out to makeitmakesense.com. Facebook is Auntie Chris. Instagram, TikTok, Auntie_MIMS for Auntie Make It Make Sense. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Who knows, if you write your question in, you might be the next one we responding to. So write them in, y'all. I promise y'all we are responding. So you will get your help. You will get your questions answered. You most definitely will. Look, somebody just sent me a question right now. Y'all have to wait. You gotta wait the next Tuesday, but make sure that if you get them in today, you have them in before Sunday at 8 p.m. if you want me to read your questions on the show. You can get your help right here and you can do it anonymous. You can definitely do it anonymous. Who is that? I don't know what's that.
Hey everyone, we are the Fruitlings. Hi Auntie.
A little bit of technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on with this phone.
I'm first. My name is Nene. I represent bananas. Hey, my name is Ginger. I represent ginger. And my name is Minty. I represent mint. Hi, my name is Mira. I represent turmeric. And this the crew with plenty more to come. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook so you don't miss our first episode. Now back to you, Auntie.
That's right. If you have not went over and followed us at Auntie Mims and the Fruitiverse, you want to go and do that now. I told y'all the YouTube channel is coming. I have been putting in much work. So go over right now, follow the Auntie Mims and the Fruitiverse, Nene and all the crew that you just met. And then there's some more that's going to be a part of the shows. If you have youth and young adults, this is definitely something you would like to be a part of. The Fruitiverse. Of course, all of the characters have something in common with everything that we have going on in life. So make sure y'all go follow that too. So y'all got a homework assignment. Go follow Auntie Chris. Go follow Auntie Mims on Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Y'all go over there and follow Auntie Mims and the Fruitiverse. And y'all make sure so y'all don't never miss out on what we got going on. And tonight we have a show for you. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and bring in my girl, Big Jess. Come on, Big Jess. That's right, Miss Blunt and Coffee.
What's up? I'm back again. I hope y'all ain't tired of me.
Girl, we don't care. The day is.
Hmm.
So speaking of being back again, so how have you been enjoying it? We're in week 4. Like them 4 weeks went by so fast.
They did. I'm actually from week 1. Well, from day 1, I already knew I was blessed to meet you guys. I want to give y'all a big thanks. I'm gonna continue to say thanks because I'm very thankful and grateful for the opportunity. Like I told you before, a lot of people didn't take me serious, and I'm so glad to be taken serious now.
Of course.
But I love on the world, so I want the world to love me back. I might not say everything that y'all like, but I promise you're gonna love it here.
That's right. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, baby, this is where you want to be. And if this where you want to be. And if you have not signed up for the boot camp, you might want to go do that if you serious. Because if you serious, I'm serious. She here to tell you. If you're serious, I'm here. I'm serious.
Let me tell them for you. If you are somebody that has a voice out there and you want to be heard and you want to try your shout out as a co-host and then work your way up into something more, you should get yourself involved with Auntie Chris. She has a boot camp, and that's where I came from. I'm very glad that that opportunity was open. I feel like that God pushed me that way. So I'm telling you, if you hearing this right now and you are me, you are getting pushed that way right now because I'm only speaking what God love, but this is a good opportunity, guys, and it's fun too. Shoot, till you open
I
the door, you
appreciate
gotta
that.
invest in yourself. You gotta invest. Mm.
Yeah, I appreciate that most definitely. Cause somebody gave me the opportunity, and of course, I want to do that and give back. Y'all hear feedback with me? It sounds like it's recording that. But so the Ask Auntie column has been popping. It's real deal. Y'all been writing in. Y'all have not let me down. So today we're gonna just jump right into some of the questions and the submissions that I received. So the first one is the promoted in silence, the salary dodge. It says, "Hey Auntie, I need you to help me make it make sense. I have been at my current job for 3 years last month. My supervisor quit, and my boss asked me to temporarily help out by covering her responsibilities while they look for someone new. I've been working late, skipping my lunch breaks, and completely crushing the job. Yesterday, I found the online listing they posted for my supervisor's old role, and they are offering $18,000 more than what I make right now. When I asked my boss if I could apply, he looked me in the eyes and said, "You are far too valuable in your current position to move. Auntie, how am I valuable enough to do the job for free, but not valuable enough to get the title or the check? Am I tripping, or is this corporate gaslighting?" You want to go ahead and answer first?
I do. Um, they tripping. There's no way that I'm not telling you. Well, I don't know. You know what? I don't. I think I jumped in that too fast. But what I'm trying to say is, I believe that that's kind of like a balance or a pros and cons type of thing. You feel me? Like yeah, that's messed up what they're doing, but you said yeah, and I would have voiced that before I even took that spot because listen, you got me doing more than what I do in my current position. I need more pay. You got to compensate me because then you're telling me, which they did, which she already did say that they were looking for somebody else for that position. So if you knew they were looking for somebody else, you should have been getting compensated while you were acting. You get what I'm saying? So it's low key like, damn, it's fucked up. They didn't say nothing, but damn, it's fucked up. You didn't put yourself in that, in that area. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
I feel you. No, I definitely feel you. I definitely
That's
feel
a
you.
It goes both ways on that.
Okay. I agree. And I can honestly say I was actually put in this same situation in 2016. And how I know it
Okay.
was 2016 because it's the year that my mother passed away. And I was working for a company that I had went to this company and simply asked them for just some insurance, for health insurance. And I remember the our GM had left, and they was like, "Oh, we got this position. We want you to fill this position." And I did everything. Brought the store up, brought the numbers up, did everything for the store. And it was that weekend. He made a comment about the position to put me in the position, but that Friday I was off, and when I returned to work that Saturday, they told me that the owner had came in there and he had hired somebody. My light
Mm.
skin kind of he had hired a light skinned person to take the position that I had asked him for, and he had gave this person full insurance benefit for them and their family. Plus, he paid them way more money than what he was paying me. And I personally love her. I'm gonna just be honest with you. What it say, Amanda? Hey, Amanda. Right now we reading some submissions. We have a topic from I'm gonna just reread it because I see we got people just tuning in. It's a submission. I need your help to make it make sense. I have been at my current job for 3 years. Last month, my supervisor quit, and my boss asked me to temporarily help out by covering her responsibilities while they look for someone new. I've been working late, skipping my lunch breaks, and completely questioning the job. Yesterday, I found the online listing they posted for my supervisor's old role, and they are offering $18,000 more than what I make right now. When I asked my boss if I could apply, he looked me in the eye and said, "You're far too valuable in your current position to move." And she says, "Auntie, how am I valuable enough to do the job for free, but not valuable enough to get the title or the check? Am I tripping, or is this corporate gaslighting?" Hello, Auntie. Hello, everybody. When y'all see that Jerry come in, I'm Auntie, but that's the real Auntie. That's my mama big sister. They be coming in here listen. So listen, hey Auntie. Look, that's the
Right.
original. That's the one that made me who I am, baby. That's the one that raised me. That's my auntie. But so Amanda, so my thing is, I personally, and this is to respond to. Let me see. She ain't leave her name. It was anonymous, which I understand that because the job might be watching, and you don't need no backlash from them responding. But me personally, I quit my job. I actually did. I came in on that Saturday. I was early. I came in, sat down, thought about it. I used that time frame, that earliness of me being there to gather my thoughts, and I politely wrote them a very nice letter of resignation. That moment, I turned to my employees and apologized to my employees, uh, but I refused to be disrespected. So therefore, I left. Walter says, "Why pay for the cow if you giving the beef away for free? Never do free work." Exactly. I absolutely agree, Walter. I do. I definitely agree. Never agree to do the work for free because, as we know, if you are in those positions, if you are in a management position, which I know I am, I know Jess is as well. When you working in a management position, they do have a tendency to try to put work on you that is not your responsibility, but because you have taken on that role, they feel that you should do it for the job. I'm not saying that if they ask you to help out, don't help out, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, let it be like Jess said, make sure that that is defined in what you got going on. If you want to be paid for that, you need to explain to them and express that to them that you are looking for payment, that this is not nothing for free. And if they can't offer that, then they need to find somebody else to do it. That's just how I feel. Get somebody else to do it. So I'm not telling you to go quit your job if you ain't got no backup plan, love bug. But if you know for a fact that this is what's happening, the disrespect is not going to change, especially if you are doing the job. So you have a decision that you need to sit down and think about, put your finances together, talk to your partner if you got a partner and let them know what you're thinking about. But yeah, most definitely, I would not continue to be there. Walter say I would never promote an employee that does work for free. I need cutthroat managers representing my money, not giveaway queen. You hear me? And let me tell you something. You just said a whole mouthful. Because if a person can take advantage of you, they will, and don't look to be put in no position where they feel security with you because they know that they can run over you. So that is 100% like that's the truth. So Walter, definitely, if you can get it for free, why would you pay for it? Why would you offer them that position if you know they're gonna do it for free? So
Um,
yeah,
I just think
what's up?
that I just really think that when going in, like, I don't know, the question itself and asking me if I would fulfill a role for another, position, and you haven't brought up compensation, like, I mean, do you have an option? Because if you have options, then I'm gonna tell you to go ahead with your next one. If you're not gonna compensate me the way that you're gonna compensate the person that's walking in, I'm not even
Right,
going off the experience because I'm asking that you advance from within. But many companies don't. Many companies like to hire from without that, like people that been to school or they have more experience than the person that's in the position. But I just don't know. I think compensation would have been a subject
right,
before I got
but
stuck in those situations.
right. Well, if anybody else have comments, you can just go ahead and put one in the comment section so I know that you responded to question number one or submission number one. We're gonna move on to submission number two before I have time. It says the We Are Family guilt trip. Auntie, please give it to me straight. I work for a small business and my boss is constantly telling us we are a family here. Because of that family dynamic, she constantly texts my personal phone at 9 p.m. on weekends, asking for quick updates and expects me to answer.
Mm.
Last Friday, I finally left her on red because I was at dinner. Monday morning, she called me into her office and said she was disappointed in my commitment and that my boundaries were affecting the team spirit. Auntie, my bills are not family, they are business. How do I tell this woman to get out of my personal time without getting fired? Just like you just did. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, boo. Go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
even Lord, and look, my mama know I love me, but I done pushed the end button on her a few times. You know what I'm saying? When my mama was living, she done called me. So what you talk about family? Okay, family get the end button too. Family got to talk to that operator at the end of the line because we
Yeah.
don't do it. Listen, when I'm at work and my real family call me, I have to decline their call. When I'm at home and my work family call me, I'm gonna decline that call. That has nothing to do with commitment because I still showed up at my scheduled time on your schedule. Now, whatever you need to talk to me about, if it was work related, I need to be getting paid while you asking me these questions, bro.
You hear me? Because that's the law in Florida. But people, we're not gonna go into that because I'm not a lawyer, but I will let you know that at any time that there is anything that is going on that is work related, it has to come to my telephone, and you won't expect me to respond to it. I'm supposed to be getting paid for it. I am not an on-call employee. We're not doing that. The only business that's gonna do that to me, and you already know how my job is with them texts, baby. Who, baby, your text message is off until I return to work the day of, and that might be within 30 minutes within the time frame of that. If you text me and expect me to respond back on my time and I don't want to, I won't. And if you got a problem with that and my name is not on that schedule for that time frame that y'all had messages going on, and baby, listen, the EEOC love me. I'm not finna play with you. Baby, no. So on the weekends, if you are not scheduled to work on the weekends, and I don't care how disappointed she is, baby, her disappointment is in the wrong place. The disappointment should have been in the fact that she expected me to respond back to her. The fact that she ain't doing that thing, that she think that I have to respond to her that's work related, that job is a job. That is not my livelihood. I am not the owner of that company. Therefore, I will not be responding. That is her job to respond to those emergency text messages and emails. So she's just trying to shovel her job onto you. Absolutely not.
Well,
No,
shit,
ma'am.
I also now I object when it comes down to you being a store manager. Now, if you are a store manager or you are a district manager, answer your motherfucking phone. But if I'm a fucking
Nope.
shift lead,
I'm
I'm
not
not
doing that either. Bitch, I'm
that's
doing it on the days that I'm scheduled.
no, because that's where that word commitment come into play. You made a
But that's why
commitment
we
for
have a
that.
schedule.
No,
Mm-mm.
no, the fuck it ain't. They get paid
Yes, it
salary.
is.
Schedule don't say shit to them. They get paid salary. None of that. This is
But
your
that's what
store.
but
Hey, somebody out there hear what I'm saying. This
I
is
hear what
your
you're saying,
store.
but as
You
a
made
business
a
owner,
commitment.
absolutely not.
It ain't no business when you said that was your store.
No, but
Ain't
this
no
is what
business.
I'm saying. Listen, no. That even still, when you take on a job and you taking on that is not supposed to be your life. Even as a GM, store owner, DM, all that, I am still scheduled and I still am required to have my days off and my time to myself. Don't be, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if you call Make It Make Sense with aunties, I am unavailable on certain days, and that is the schedule, and that lets y'all know that. My time is my time because I still have a family and I still have other stuff that is going on. Yes, if it is important and it's something that like I got to go handle that, like right now when it comes to my business, I'm gonna try to plan and make sure I have time to do that. But you already see yourself, my schedule is tight as hell. So everybody can't be expecting me
I'm gonna say I'm not committing to no store manager role
to but see,
because of that.
I'm not doing that no
But
more.
you, but I'm saying though, but you saying that, and me and you, we got the same role. We not store managers, so we speaking from the outside looking in. When you
No, but
really
I
get into
was a
that,
store manager. I done had so I had 3 stores. And I'm
I'm
not
trying to
doing that.
tell you who said that. Who just said that?
Salary employees that expect to answer all the
They
time. They can
salary. They are
expect they
salary. They
can
are not hourly. Hourly and salary is two different things.
expect, but salary they can expect what they want to because even with salary, you are still listen. When they tell you that you are salary, that means that you are not getting paid hourly. So yes, they expect you for a certain time frame. Even in that certain time frame, that does not have an unlimited amount of hours. Even in a as a store GM, a GM, a manager, a DM, all that stuff, even just because it's a salary does not require me to be forgiving them all of my life because I'm on a salary. That's absolutely not. Even with a salary job, they still have a capped amount you're supposed to work. And what most people don't even know, that even if you on salary, you can still make overtime. People don't know that because they don't look into it. I went to school for business. I'm not finna play with them on my time and no other time. As a GM, as a store owner, and I run my own catering service and my own businesses, I still I do time management. I am available certain times, certain days, certain hours. If it's within outside of that time frame, you're gonna have to wait. It's a job career, not your life. It is your responsibility to you to make sure your work and time is valued and respected. Definitely no. Just because you salary do not mean they get to take over your life. See, honestly, my salary employees are at my disposal, and I pay them to be that way. I don't know who y'all working
salary.
for. I don't know.
Salary.
Yes, but still, even just because I'm salary does not.
The comment before that last comment, just like they said, this is what is expected of a salary employee. Hourly and a salary is two different things. If I was to now, let me tell you something. If I made a commitment to a store manager position and you paid me hourly, you fucking right, I'm cutting my phone off on my off days. You get what I'm saying? Salary, they getting paid what these motherfuckers can call out and say they sick and they still getting the same motherfucking pay. I call out and I'm sick, I'm missing money. So listen, we gotta go.
That don't work like that. That's not how salary works. No, listen, that's not how salary works. Yes, you get paid, and if you call out, that next check that you think you finna get with salary, they gonna deduct their money up out of there. I done been a salary employee. That's what I'm telling you. I have been a salaried employee and I have been an hourly employee. I have run stores. I done ran Subways, Firehouse Subs. I done ran a Burger King. I done ran a couple of different stores. I done had my own store.
I bet you that little money that they take out of that salary check don't look nothing like how they do with that hourly check. I can guarantee
that's what I'm saying. But even as a salary employee, I will never, even as a salary employee, I will never sign away my life to anybody. Even as a salary employee, you still have rights. There are still laws that have to be followed. Do they get away with a lot of mess? Because people do have that mindset that, oh, it's salary, so I got to do this, or I got to put in that time. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that with nobody. I don't care. I wouldn't do that with my mama now. Yeah, I would never, as a salary employee, yes, they have you on a time frame. They do tell you that they expect this and if you have slave runner type business owners, yeah, they will pull them stunts when it comes to being a salary employee. Oh, you got to be here, you got to work 50 hours. Oh, this is no, hell it's not. Absolutely not. My job description didn't change because my salary did. You told me I'm supposed to do certain things, A, Y, Z. And that's what we're doing. Because your businesses is doing something else, that still have to fall within the time frame of them hours that you want for me. Because even as a salary, they still give you a time frame. Like most salaries, 50, 55 hours a week. They might say that's what you require of you. And that's what they're going to get. And is you still don't have me, you're not going to get my time. If I'm busy and I got stuff going on with my life, I'm doing stuff that's going on with my life, just like they're going to do with theirs, because the reason why they need you to fulfill that position is because they're not at work. They doing something else. So if you got to take time out for you, your family, and what you got going on, what make you think just because you pay me a couple extra dollars, I'm going to say, oh no, my life is not, no sir. But that's another reason why I don't do salary jobs either. But no, that's not the law. When it comes to salary employees, people don't understand. As a salary employee, you still can only work so many hours before it is against the law that you need to be paying overtime. It is against the law for them to be sitting up there calling you at home, asking you to do any type of work that you're not being paid for if you're not on call. It's against the law for them to be calling your personal cell phone at certain times of night talking about work if you're not on their clock, because it goes against HIPAA law depending on what type of work you're doing. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know what she got with her job, but no, I won't never. And I done been salary. I'm just not gonna work no salary job. I don't want to be no store owner because my life is already so busy the way that it is. But they can't have that. Just like over there at this one here, I'm not a salary, but I am up there in management. And no, if I'm not home, if I'm off, like today, I'm off. I don't respond to nothing. I ain't nothing. No, absolutely not nothing. And tomorrow I go to
I
work
had
at.
a beautiful day of them people not reaching out to me. It was a great,
You had what?
a beautiful day of them
What is
people
they?
not reaching out to me today.
Okay, Son says, yes, they get away with a lot, but yes, there are laws still to protect your every worker. Your overwork, most definitely. Many companies use salary workers to their advantage. I agree with you, Auntie Chris. You must set boundaries. Yeah, that's me, and I'm the boundary queen, baby. Listen, you'll be so mad with me about my boundaries, baby. I'm telling you, I had somebody tell me that I need to stop them. What?
I don't want no salary. I don't even want to. I don't want to even want to. I don't even want to put myself close to any situation with them motherfuckers. I don't want salary ever. No.
Oh no, no,
Mm.
you don't. I don't work a salary. I won't take a salary job. I won't. And I have been offered plenty of jobs. I have people offer me salary jobs all the time. I'm not doing that because I am not at your exposure. I'm at my own disposal. I'm available to you when I'm available to you, and that you got to fit in on my schedule and my calendar. You got to fit in my calendar. Okay, so before we jump into this next one, because I just seen the time is flying, we're gonna go ahead and go into the halftime, my favorite part of the show. Well, one of my favorite parts of the show. Y'all, so listen, y'all stay tuned. It's y'all time to go take to the bathroom, get you something to snack on, and get back over here so we can finish answering these questions because their submissions are great. If you have a question, if you have something that you want us to discuss, go ahead and submit it in. You can submit them in now. But long as we have them in before Sunday at 8 p.m., this is your time. But right now, we're going to go ahead and go to our halftime. Oh, heartburn.
BFAM by the 9-6. You know what it is. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Lock in. Auntie in the building. Hey. Let's talk about it. Let's go. She the truth in the booth, never filter her speech. Dropping gems for the people, every word in reach. Keep it real, no cap, no glitter, no gloss. She aim, never worry what it costs. Tell a block to the board, she connect both sides. Knowledge in her voice, you can feel that. Dream hustlers who come, she break it down, vision looking new.
Auntie on the air, make it plain, yeah. We hit fam, 1996, no game, yeah. Tuesday at 9, that culture live. You gon' leave inspired when she go and live. She got the heat and the tools, make you think then move. Don't just scroll, tap in. When she speak that truth, cut in.
Feeling pressure from bills,
She got something for that.
trying to start your lane.
She gon' drop that map,
Mental check in, breathe, relax. She bringing light with the real, that's facts.
that's facts.
Community strong, she bridged that gap. Bringing youth and the OGs back. Come on. No gimmicks, just soul and direction. Talk that love, that real connection.
We need more like her, when the world get blurred. She steady with the word, steady to contend, not deter. Nah, stay gold, she don't fold, never got a platinum soul. Keep talking, let it roll, make it plain, let them know. Let them know. Auntie on the air, make it plain, yeah. BFAM the 9-6, no games, yeah. Those who got near, that culture live. You gon' feel the shift when she go and live. She got the tea and the tools, make you woke but smooth. Don't just hear, evolve. See the truth, problem solved.
Let's go. Tuesday nights. You know the vibe. 9 sharp. Yeah. BFAM Mudo 96 FM. It's family. Auntie. You ain't just talking. You making it plain. Facts.
Got back. I don't know what happened. My phone went blank. I don't know what happened. It had went blank for a minute, so I missed some of that. I did see the comment about my eyes being small. My eyes are small anyway, why I can't see.
I thought she was talking about me.
Might be you, girl. I can't. I definitely cannot. My eyes, but my eyes are small. Huh?
Breaking up over there.
That's what I'm saying. It's this phone. So y'all excuse tonight's show. I'm having like this. It's this whole phone, and it's a new phone. And I'm taking it back tomorrow because I have been having so many issues. It be cutting out. My signal be cutting in and out. I missed the first few minutes of the song. I was see or hear anything. So tonight, if it is having a hard time, I apologize. We'll have a new device next Tuesday.
Auntie,
What's wrong, DC?
your third word is only coming in.
Yeah.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Sick of it. My fault. Listen, sick of it, but we here and we're back. So I just realized like all of the topics that came in this week had something to do with work, they bosses, the job frame. The last one, this third submission, this is the last one I got, so we can talk about this one for a minute. It's a training my own replacement. Auntie, I need your perspective before I do something I regret. My manager has been promising me a promotion to team lead for the last 9 months, using it to get me to work extra weekend shifts. Last week, they brought in a new hire, an outside recruit, and told me I need to train them. When I asked about the team lead spot, my manager admitted this new person was hired into that exact role, but since they don't know our systems, they need me to teach them how to do it. Until they want me to train the person who was about to be my boss. How do I professionally stand my ground and shut this nonsense down? Personally, first of all, if I'm not qualified to do the job, I shouldn't be qualified to train the person that's going to fulfill that role. So you have to definitely make that make sense. If my skills was not enough for me to fulfill that actual role, then you don't need me training that person. You need to bring in a trainer. That's just how I feel. Um, like I mean, I ain't really even got no lot to say on that one because I'm if I ain't good enough to do the job, but I've been doing the job, then you don't want me training the next person. And I don't know why companies do that. I don't know why companies think that logically in their mind frame that you're going to tell somebody that you're not going to give them the position, you're not going to give them a job, but you expect them to go in there and train this person to fulfill their role. I wouldn't even trust that. I wouldn't trust me trusting an employee that I just, you know what I'm saying, hoodwinked and did dirty the trust and going there and train nobody. I wouldn't even want that. I wouldn't want you to be training no employee because I can only expect the conversations that y'all having. So me personally, yeah, I'm not doing it. Just how you feel.
Um, kind of. I don't know. Like me, I just, I take pride in my job and whatever I do. You get what I'm saying? So like, now that's a difference for me. Like, I'm not gonna make a scene. I'm not gonna act up. Is that what you really want to do? Because remember, you're asking me to train this person, but they'll never be me. You get what I'm saying? This person may not be able to take the workload like I can. I don't already proved that. And if that's not
Right.
enough support for you, and you really want me to bring this outsider in and do this, we can do this. I'm not listen. That's just like that's just like gang banging. I ain't set tripping. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, I was something if you felt like I could train this person. Now, if I train this person, here we go. We go back to same thing we talked about before, but different subject. If I train this person, I need a raise. See, it's what Auntie said. You got to set your boundaries.
Most
I'm not training
definitely.
nobody. I'm not training nobody that's about to get the same position that I asked for, and I've been working with you, and they coming from the outside. I am not about to train this person without some compensation.
Somebody say, Jess, you so nice. Oh,
Uh,
y'all make sure y'all stay tuned because blunts and coffee is coming. Oh, girl, she
Thank
say
you,
say hell.
Auntie.
Listen, my auntie
Listen,
say
but
hell no.
that's what I'm saying though. But I'm saying that to the extent, Auntie, that if I can't get that, only reason I say that is because at the end of the day, my bills still got to get paid, regardless if they give me this job or they don't. That's what I'm trying to
I'm
say.
going to find another
Do,
job. I ain't even
do
gonna
you
lie.
get? I get it. But you're not gonna get no other job overnight. So if
That's
I'm gonna deal
true.
with this right now, I'm gonna make sure my bills are straight. That's just like if I'm fucking with a nigga, I'm gonna make sure my bills are straight. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm fucking for money, but I am fucking for a purpose. You get what I'm
Financial
saying? If I walk
security.
in this motherfucking building, you hired me for something, and I came to this job for a purpose. So listen, if you telling me that I got to train somebody for the position that I asked for, you will not be getting me to train that person for the same pay. I'm just keeping it real.
Because I'm
And
a
at
new
and,
trainer.
and at the same time of me getting that motherfucking raise, I'm gonna be working, right? Same position, right? Check me out. Listen, hear me out now. I'm gonna be working with this more money and be looking for
Mm-hmm.
something else with more money. See, now it's
Almost
a
definitely, but
process.
I ain't training
It's a
nobody.
process, Auntie. I ain't saying I ain't honestly, I ain't saying that I ain't gonna say hell no. Nah. I'm not saying that. I'm gonna just say hell a little slower. Before I say it so fast, I'm gonna say it a little slower. I'm gonna say hell. You feel me? Like that's how
Get
we gonna say
somebody
that
else to do it.
until we get to the end of that part where they say you're hired over there. No, bitch. Hell no. I'm getting the fuck up out of
Yeah, you get somebody else. Well, I have never. I'm sorry, not sorry. I ain't mastered that yet. My auntie in the comments can prove it. My mouth has always been a problem. I am the problem. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know how to handle disrespect too much. I might let it go for a little while, but I'm gonna most definitely tell them how I feel at a job, and then it's gonna be up for them to do what they got to do from that point
it.
on. Because I
I
ain't
wouldn't
never had a
necessarily
problem
call it
walking away.
disrespect though. Disrespect is a whole that take a whole nother lane, right? Like I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
even
tell
call
you
it
if
that.
you
Then you're gonna but you're gonna take it like that because it's you and you feel disrespected. But I don't take it as I'm gonna tell
I
you,
do.
I'm a businesswoman, man, first. So I look at it as it's business. You feel me? It's just like I want to call the light company right now and say, hey, cuz I ate that 177. Hold that down, cuz I'll tell my next paycheck. But them motherfuckers can easily say, hell nah, cuz. Click.
That's
You feel
true.
me? It's
Yeah, but
business.
that's something you signed up for that. You signed up for it. When you took on Tico and the light company, you knew what was to be
You
expected. When
that's the
y'all
same shit
start
with that
going
job. I
in,
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's the same shit with that job too. Them
because
niggas
that
shit.
job was throwing in other stuff. That job don't that job is no longer just what I came in here for. Now, like they just said, now you want me to train. That's not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up to train nobody.
You better
I
ask for
signed up
your
for my job.
communication.
So
You better
mm-mm.
set your boundaries. That's on you how you
Oh yeah,
hey.
that's and I don't feel like that. I'm telling you, girl, I'm telling you, by the time I was 25 years old, I can say it right now because I'm grown, and with me being a youth mentor and talking to the youth, I tell them the story all the time. By the time I was 25, baby, I had 25 jobs. Because if you said anything to me that I did not like, baby, I would cuss you out and walk slap up out of there. Now, when I got a little bit older, yes, it made sense to me because it was like, you know what? That people started looking at some of them jobs from behind. It was like, well, nah, you can't hire because you was only there for this amount of time. And why was you only there this amount of time? Yes, because at that point, I did not tolerate a lot of stuff and I just spoke on it and I walked away. Now that I'm grown, I know how to set my boundaries in place. And most of the time, and this is going to be honest, most of the time, if you walk into a office and you walk into a business with a manager, whoever it is, and you put your foot down and let them know that you know what time it is and you let them know what time it is. It's a lot of stuff they don't even much play with you with anyway. Because a lot of stuff they already know that you're not going to stand for, you're not going to do. Just like at my job, they already know certain stuff I'm not going to do. Don't even ask me to do it because I'm going to tell you no. I don't care who you is. I'm going to tell you no. If it goes against what I got going on, I'm going to tell you no. I have never had a problem with saying no. I will tell you no so fast. And I always used to say, especially when I was younger, I say no. And if you had a problem with it, I could fight. That's exactly what my response would be. But now that I'm older, I will think first. I do think first. I would give them a moment to make it make sense to me why they feel that I should be in there training somebody when I couldn't get the job. They got to make that make sense to me. You can ask your listen. You can ask Jake. I tell them all at work, make it make sense all day, every day. That's my word. That's what I say to everybody. If you can't make it make sense to me, then what we doing? And that don't make sense to me. Why would you want me to train somebody if I can't take the job? Why would you want that from me, baby? That don't make sense.
But see, that's where what I'm saying. Okay, so that's the concept on what you would do. You get what I'm saying? That's on you. Okay, so the situation at hand, we're gonna speak like real niggas sitting up here, right? That situation
Mhm.
at hand, take it from 90% of the world. 90% of the world think about bills first because this shit getting high out here. Shit fucked up out here. So it's like, damn, you you can say, okay, see, I ain't gonna even hug you. Like the shit be bothering me when people go on the job and they be like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. That bothers me because that ain't what I hired you to do. You get what I'm saying? You don't tell me what you gonna do or what you ain't gonna do. Like honestly, these companies are letting you already know it don't matter. If I pay you my money, then what I say go. And if you don't like it, get the fuck on. That's just what it is. That is just what it is. So you honestly, all us, I'm gonna be real, y'all. I'm talking about Auntie in the comments, son, me, DC, all us. I'm gonna be real. When we did an application, we applied for a job. When we applied for that job and we said yes to that job, we said yes to whatever the fuck them people wanted to do with us. So hold on, wait a minute. I hold on, because I'm gonna say this. Yes, we do have rights. We have rights, but you also do know that them rights can be declined. They can say, okay, so you want that? All right, so leave. They can tell
And
you
I
to
will
leave.
leave.
No. Right.
And I will
This is
leave.
what I'm trying to say. So you mean to tell me if you are asked right now to train somebody that's taking a position that you won't
Yes.
do it?
No. Not if it's something that
It's
I
not
applied for
something
and I've been
that you
doing the
want
job for. Not
to
if
do. You
I'm
might
doing
not.
Not if it's a job that I applied for and I've been doing that job for. And then you go outside of me doing that job and you go hire somebody outside of me and then bring that person in and tell me that they don't know my system, so I want you to train them. Absolutely not. You need to come in here because you went outside to
They
do
may
that.
not know the system. It's just like you got NCS and you have PAR. Those systems do the same thing, but they're different. So you
Then
have
they
to
need to
learn
train somebody for
when we
that.
walked in as a shift lead, these are things we had to learn. So with that being said, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I'm gonna bring this person in. This person may be highly more qualified than you.
Okay,
I
then
just
then
need
I
you to show
definitely
them
don't
the
need to be
system.
training them. I
You're
definitely
not
don't need
training
to be
them
training
though. You
them.
just showing them a system.
Then they need to get the person that wrote the system to train them. Because if they're higher qualified than me, it's okay. So first of all, I'm gonna say this. Me personally, I am a very, very intelligent person, like real smart. I was a trainer for a lot of companies. I used to be a librarian. I used to teach. That was my thing. I used to be a teacher. I used to teach a lot of teachers, doctors, people right now that have positions in
But
management,
Auntie,
own
I don't
companies.
mean to cut
I
you
done
off,
been
but
their
see,
instructor.
we're talking about not us.
Right. And this is what I'm telling you. If they're at a job, if I go in, I know a lot of stuff. But if I go into a position, if I've applied for a position, if I am working and doing that job, if I have been doing that job and it's been suffice up until you went out and hired somebody else, that means that you looked for somebody else. That means you didn't take me into consideration because you was already going out there to find somebody else.
That's not
I'm
true.
not
That's
doing it.
not true. That is not true. That is
Yeah.
not true.
It
It
told
could have
her
been something. It could
no,
be
the
something
message said
about
they went
that.
outside.
This goes past. It goes past what qualifications. It's also work ethic.
That might be true, but if that's the case, then listen.
You
If my
right?
work
Exactly.
ethic is a
That's what I'm
question,
trying to say.
but if you have any issue with anything that I got going on, I
SIT.
should not be a trainer. I should not be training nobody. That's what I'm saying.
See,
So that's a catch
that's
22.
why, Auntie. It's okay. It's okay to be this part right here. I love you. I love
No,
you, but this
I
is
love this. I love this because I'm
you know
not
what?
going to. I will
I,
never.
I had to put my
No, I
tablet down.
love that, but I'm
Check
not
this
gonna
out.
never.
You ain't gonna
I'm not
never,
gonna never.
but baby girl, we ain't talking about you. I gotta keep
No,
telling you that
yeah, that's how I will
you put
respond.
that shit
And
out
I'm
there
telling you,
but it's not you. You gotta really think about what we talking about.
I am, and I'm not gonna
Exactly.
tell nobody.
Exactly.
Listen,
Okay. You do wait.
I'm not gonna
Let
tell
me
nobody
make the point. Let me make the point that I was trying to make before Walter
that.
said
Okay,
that,
go
right?
ahead.
Because he really said, hey, great mind speak alike, my name. Because I definitely was about to say something like that. So check this out. Don't you Don't you
Go ahead.
listen
I'm
to
gonna
your
answer that
niece.
too. Go ahead.
Listen
Go
to
ahead.
your
I'm
niece.
gonna answer that
Because
too.
I hit the
I'm
blunt,
gonna
I
answer.
just ain't got no coffee, okay? Listen, you do an exceptional job because you know the system. Everything that I taught you, you do it so well. But damn, when I tell you to do something, boy, your mouth so off the motherfucking chain, bro. I just don't see you fit for this position because I don't need nobody with all that motherfucking mouth. You get what I'm saying? So can you please help me just show this person? And if you say no, cool. Because guess what? I probably still got 10 other motherfuckers that know the system. And then
Then you need to go
somebody else
get them
can do it.
10.
And I am. I just asked you first because you knew it longer. Come
Right.
on now.
And I'm gonna tell you, my mouth is not gonna change. So if you got a problem
But
with my
like
mouth
I
when
said,
I train
y'all,
this person,
Walter,
they
Amanda,
gonna
and everybody in them comments,
they
DC,
gonna
everybody
have
now.
it.
Hey, I don't know if y'all can clap or something, but clap for me if y'all feel me when I say this. Auntie, but this ain't you though. We
But
ain't
that's the
talking about
thing though.
you. We
But
talking about what's really going on right now.
it is,
You get
and
what
it's
I'm
a lot of
but
people that's like me. It's a lot of
no,
people out there that's like
it's
me,
not a lot.
and it's a
It's
lot of
not a
people.
lot.
Yes, it
It
is.
ain't a lot. It's a
Yes, it
handful
is.
of people
Let
that
me tell you
because
something. Listen, baby. No.
if you're working in
Mm-mm.
this motherfucking America right now, you're gonna be smart to try to keep your job. Like if I'm that good, you baby, it's hard to get a job right now.
Let me tell you something right now, and that might be true. But I'm gonna tell you for a fact that what you're saying, that's not true what you're saying. So listen, that was the issue, the turnover rates would not be so high in most of the places that have jobs right now. Yes, the economy is getting very, very hard, but people will walk away from a job because you are requiring too much from and not paying enough. Deal with that
That's true.
every day.
But
Every
also
single day.
people walk
No,
away
that's
from the job because they
don't see
lazy
that.
and don't want to motherfucking work.
That's true too. But that's what I'm trying. But that also shows you that people ain't going to no job and deal with BS bullshit and take on more shit that they got going on when the pay is already not there. And when Walter said that about a trainer, I done been a trainer. And if you want me to be your trainer, then that's what you need to come to me and say, listen, I don't feel I want to put you in this position over here. However, because of what you got going on, I would like to make you my trainer. And then that's what we sit down and we talk about. That's how you do business. But to just bring somebody in and tell me, oh, I need you to train this person right here, you're not going to get this job. Absolutely not. Now, will I apply for Walter's job? Yes, because Walter had enough sense to come to me like a business person and tell me, look, I can't put you in a position, but as a trainer, I need you to train people to do this. Then yes, I will do that. I have no problems with doing that. Because that's communication, whether it's in a job or anywhere. I'm telling you, I run my life the same way I go to work. And they know at that job.
I didn't know we threw that part about Walter in there. That's different.
So like I said, Walter just said that comment about, oh, but what if I need a trainer? Then then talk to me and say, yeah.
He said my job needs a trainer. So with that being said, what he's saying is you're already there. You already know. So you are the trainer.
No. Then you pay me. No, baby. Then you pay me as your trainer. Then we go and switch up what my title is.
That's when you tell them about your
you said that they're gonna pay me. That's what I do. No, it's two different things. Me taking a job.
Everybody know I did say it's about compensation. I did.
Yes, it's about compensation. But again, you also said that when I apply for a job, I'm signing up for that. No, I'm not. I'm signing up for what that job is.
But then they asked
so
you
whatever that is, but
do.
that does not. I'm pretty sure they didn't tell me that I was going to train my replacement when they gave me my paperwork.
That's not what I was saying. What I was saying was the job that you applied for is what you applied for. That's what got hired for.
That's it. That's all.
That's all. In that job, while you work in that job, they asked you to train somebody. That's when I come up and I say, hey, if I train anybody, I need this type of pay. Because this
because I'm not doing it.
Ain't that. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying this whole time. I never said it like how you were putting it. That ain't how I said it, but how I said it was.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, shit. Well, I be with these talk now. Hey, this my shit.
And I also know that because businesses, and there are a lot of people that do not accept the bullshit that is going on in all of these businesses. That's why you have an influx of so many people starting their own businesses because they not finna go in there and do the BS that they want in corporate America or they want in these jobs and they're not paying enough money. Yes, I work a job and I got three other little businesses outside of that job. Therefore, I know that being in that job, yeah, it's a lot of shit that I put up with, but I'm not gonna do it. Let's see if an individual trains someone for a position they want or is qualified for, they are being overlooked and disrespected. No other way to say it. Most definitely, that's where the disrespect is in that. Because if you can come to me, if you can pull me aside and come to me and say, "Hey, look, you've been doing this job for X amount of time. You've been in here doing this job and you're so good at it. I got a new person that's getting ready to start. I know you were thinking about this position, but we brought somebody in for that position. I really don't want to give you this job, but I do want you to train them because you're excellent at doing what you're doing." That's disrespectful as hell, and I don't play like that. I ain't never played like that. You are not gonna play in my face. And if it means that I got to get up on that moment at that very second without knowing my bills, how they finna be paid, then I probably will walk out the door. And I will go find me something else if I got to hustle. Yes, that might not be everybody, but it's a lot of people out there that's like that. That's why a lot of people hit me up
But
because that's disrespectful all the way around. Now, would not have it been times that I've done that before I learned? Yeah, most definitely. I done been the fool that's been standing in there training somebody to take my job.
That's how you
But
learn.
would I do it after I learn? Absolutely not. And I won't tell nobody to go do that. I will tell them to do what's right for you and your finances. Like you say, yes, you can't just leave in there and you ain't got no little side hustle or nothing. Then yes, you need to stay there and try to get whatever you got to get done. Do whatever you got to do, most definitely. But if you are in a position or you put your position, then do that.
You
It's a
supposed to
honest
be
communication
progressing
is
as
key.
you walk out. It definitely is. It definitely
Yeah,
is.
but
But
I tell
you supposed to
you,
be handling business. Listen, whenever you in a situation where you uncomfortable, especially in the workplace, take it from somebody with experience, which I know I'm sitting around a lot of people that have experience as well. But you do not leave a workplace without having something in the works because them bills gonna keep going. And you don't. I'm gonna tell you the hardest hit a bitch like me took was when all them motherfucking bills were sitting on top of each other. Like,
and that's true. That is definitely true. You do have to make sure that you have to pay your finances. You have to make sure that. But I'm gonna tell you this: I went to school for psychology in the workplace. So my position is yes, I work inside as management in restaurants, but where I should be is working in HR when you have complaints and employees and stuff go through stuff. That's why I actually sit and meet all my employees where they at, whether you a manager, whether you whatever. I'm a person that do that. So even when I go into a job and I go in there and I apply for a job because I know I deal with how they mind work. Why people move the way that they move. That's just something I studied. That's something I've always been interested in. So I went to school for psychology in the workplace. That was what I got my last degree in. And when I go into a business, I am very matter of fact. So everything, like I'm telling y'all right now, if you go back to the person that hired me, she gonna tell you that in my interview, when I sat down at the interview, I'm a person that tell people right then. That's what I train people when I have one-on-ones with clients. I tell them you have to be very upfront with what you have going on. Is that I would definitely put you in my complaint department. Oh, baby, listen, because I so enough do not play. Listen, but one thing about it, my customer service is through the roof, and it's who I am. I don't, and that's why I am the way I am. I'm the problem at everywhere I go because I hold people accountable. Whether you in management, whether you a boss, whether you're the owner of the company, I don't care who you is. I don't identify people with labels, and that's just who I am. And like you said, that's me. I'm different. I am. I'm completely 100% different when it comes to a lot of people. So I would never tell nobody to go out there and go quit your job. Don't do that. That's something that I would do. That I would walk away from when I feel disrespected. Yes, I would. To the person that submitted,
no, I'm saying in general, just to the for educational purposes.
Yeah, no,
Goddamn.
I'm not telling y'all to go. I told y'all to make sure your finances straight. Y'all got whatever you got going on. I won't tolerate the disrespect. And I'm also a person that speak up too. Some people say I don't speak up, and it might take a minute for me to say certain stuff because I'm sitting back trying to make sure I say it the right way before I respond, so that you respond the right way, so we ain't got to take it there. So a lot of times I will sit back and try to think about what I say now that I'm grown, because when I was young I didn't care, don't care.
Yeah.
So
Almost.
it say Walter say you remind me of our accountant. I can't stand her, but she sure does know numbers. Listen, and a number person, that's me all day in the back of my head. And I know a lot of people don't like me, and they don't. That's wherever I go. I tell y'all, I am the problem. I will always be the problem because I require accountability. So if I come around, I'm gonna hold you accountable. If you just like this conversation about the whole job, you gonna have to explain to me what made you think that it was even common sense for you to sit me down and have that conversation with me to tell me that you don't feel unqualified, but unqualified to train. Like that's a whole nother conversation that me and you need to sit down and talk about, bro. Because I don't feel like you should be in management if you even making them types of decisions. So all this got to be called into a question, and that's me. It says, see, there you go again. You can't be everything in the business. Why I can't? That's why I run my own shit. That's why it's making make sense, because I run it all. I do it all. I'm my own accountant. I don't need nobody to count my money. I know how to do that though. I don't need nobody to write my stuff. I do that too.
We're gonna have to continue this another time.
Right. But I do need an assistant. I am hiring for no, Miss Jess, because I got some stuff for your ass to do.
But I
So
wanna, can I tell them real quick,
yeah,
while
go
you got a
ahead.
little bit of time on here? Hey y'all, I wanna first of all, before we get up out of here, Auntie DC, I wanna thank you guys for spending time with me and these 4 weeks and everything. Y'all support truly means the world. People out there in the world that love on me and want to love on me and want to be loved by me. Don't forget, Blunts of Coffee is coming soon. We bringing you real conversations, real people, real stories, and a whole lot of healing, laughter, and inspiration. Trust me, guys. You guys will not want to miss me. Until then, y'all keep everything coming by following me on my Facebook group. That's Blunts and Coffee. That is BLUNT. Spelled just like that right there. Blunts and Coffee on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Make sure you guys go and like, subscribe, and ring the bell over there on my YouTube. Soon we will be having contests and everything going on for whoever come and ring that bell. But if you don't ring the bell, then you can go to hell. Yeah, that's how we got to do that.
Stick to her. Well,
Nah, but
y'all
y'all
listen.
take care of yourself. Be kind to someone and remember life moves fast. So don't be afraid to claim your 30 minutes.
That's right. Listen, it's been a blast. And I want y'all to know, listen, if you have a comment, if you have a question and you want to come on here and talk to Auntie, I have no problem with do that. I don't get offended. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I give y'all the opportunity to express them. And I'm always have my opinion because that's what it is. And I strive to make, to give people that confidence. I don't expect them to all be little aunties, but I do want to give people the confidence to be able to go out there and do shit they ain't never did before. Like for real. So if you are interested in being, that's right, limits make it make sense at gmail.com. Y'all can write in if you want to be a part of the co-host program. If you are looking, to get in there, t-shirt, gear. Y'all know I wear my own brand. If y'all rocking the auntie-ism, ism, like whatever you got going on, if you want to be a part of the show, if you got questions, you can send it all to limits make it make sense at gmail.com. I will respond. Everything is responded by me because somebody won't be my assistant, but that's another show. So
That
I'm
ain't
just
even a damn show. Hold
but
on.
because they be getting on me about not answering my phone and being able to do some stuff, but I be
Terrible.
trying to tell them I be
With
so
that
busy. Listen,
Terrible with
but
that
nah,
phone.
for real though, thank y'all for tuning in and make it make sense with Auntie every Tuesday at 9 p.m. I truly am grateful and humble. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Amanda, Walter. Thank y'all for loving on me. Like for real, for real. Thank y'all for being here from the beginning. I really appreciate it. We will be back next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Big Jess in the building. Hopefully we can get Miss K to come in the building next week. But I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know when life give you lemons, Y'all make it make sense, and you can especially do that with Auntie.